Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I wanted to share something with you this morning in hopes that it inspires or encourages you to just keep going. On yesterday, this came across my mind after a situation on yesterday. So I had went to the store because the antenna that I had on my television, um, it wasn't doing the job of pulling in more channels because I also have Roku on my television. So, in switching from cable, I wanted to get away from one thing, get away from that bill. For the second thing, I want to be able to see some other things having Roku and knowing that I want to see things on regular television as well. So, when I went to the store and I'm telling the lady about it, and she says, you have to change the antenna. You got to get a larger antenna. What you have is not working, right? So, in order to reach out in life, to do more, this is how I'm relating it to life. In order to do more of the things that you are doing in life and to reach and impact more people, you got to change the antenna in your life. You have got to change the antenna in your life. There are so many people who your life is inspiring, encouraging, and helping people to keep going. So change your antenna because you are designed for greatness. I hope many of you hear me this morning. You were designed for greatness. Don't let anybody make you think any different. Don't let anyone distract you. Whatever you do, please keep going. I deal with health issues, true enough, and sometimes you guys don't see me for a while, but I'm dealing with medical stuff at that point. But believe me, it's always in my heart that I want to get up and I want to say something, but sometimes I'm just too exhausted. But to get away from myself and to mention to you something that is heavy on my heart, change your antenna. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let anyone distract you. Whatever you are doing, if your purpose is to say build a platform, build that platform. If your purpose, and I'm just using examples, is to go and get that degree, that next degree or that first degree, go get it. Stop allowing the circle that you in to limit you and tell you that these are the only avenues that you can take. No, change your antenna. Build your strength up. Build your circle. Build your strength. If you do that, I'm telling you, you're going to reach more people than you ever thought. Even though I had been feeling sick, a friend of mine who has a platform much larger than mine, a podcast, and she's been doing it longer than me, and she called and she was a lecturer. I would love for you to do a voiceover. So I won't bring you out live. So they'll just hear your voice. And I was able to do it. I'm sitting in my bed doing it. But here's the thing. Don't you know when you change your antenna, that God will open up avenues for you to still help somebody else? That wasn't even about me. That was me having enough strength. God provided me enough strength to help somebody else. I love helping people. I really do. I love helping people. You know why? When you help somebody else, don't you know you helping yourself? Change your antenna. Stop allowing people to limit you. Because when people tell you, oh, why you want to do that? Start questioning you. Don't you know if you listen to that enough, you're going to start believing what they are telling you to say, they're trying to tell you about who you are and what you are worth. Don't let people do that. I've lived long enough to know Whatever you allow people to do, they will build on that thing and they will keep doing it. And you look up and you haven't done any of the things that you enjoy doing. You haven't completed any of your goals. You know, you can't even see your successes because you're busy looking at and listening to with that what that circle that you're currently in is saying to you. Sometimes you have to remove yourself. You got to change your antenna. You got to reach out to more people. You got to know who you are. I'm not who you say I am. I'm who God says I am. And guess what? Just like when you don't like a channel, you change it, right? Because you got options to change it. Well, guess what? When people don't like what you're doing and they're showing you, let me say you something. When people don't like what you're doing, they are never going to support what you do. And you will come to that recognition to see it. Now, you can ignore it if you want to, but in reality, you know when people aren't with you. You got to be like that television, you know, that remote control, and you got to change that channel because you are on more than one channel. All you have to do is change that circle. Nobody is better than you. People, I say this all the time. People may have more than me, but that's okay. I've never been jealous of what somebody else has. You know why? Because that's their bill. I know what my paycheck do. I know what my finances can handle. And a lot of times, we are looking at people and allowing what we see to discourage us instead of keep going. You have nothing to do with what somebody else is doing. You have nothing to do with how somebody else feel about you. But what you can do is change your antenna and open up to more resources and more opportunities. People are not going to always like you. People are not going to always agree with you. People are not going to always understand you. But guess what? So what? So what? You can't make people walk circumspectively with you. You cannot. Do you know how many people, if I had listened to people, I would have stopped at my first degree. I never would have got that bachelor's. I never would have got that master's. But I had to change my antenna so that I could reach out to more resources and opportunities and realize that I don't have to live with anybody else. I'm not stuck with anybody else. I'm stuck with myself. You are not stuck with anybody else. You are only stuck with you. You can get married and end up divorced. You have children, and your children are going to grow up, and they're going to move on, and they're going to get their own lives. You can get a job, and for some reason, they don't treat you right, and eventually they terminate you. But you still stuck with yourself to move on and to do that next thing. To do that next thing. So what? So what they don't understand you? So what? You don't have to be what everybody else wants you to be. You just got to be the best you that you can be. Stop it. And I mean as of today, stop it. Because we all are guilty of it. We all are. Control, you are absolutely right. You control your own destiny. Stop allowing people to control your destiny. Stop allowing people to define you. And when I say that, I say it from the deepest part of me. I love watching people grow. I love seeing people going to that next level. I love seeing people's lives transform. I love that. How can I want good for myself and don't want good for somebody else? How can you do that and think it's okay? And think it's okay because it's not. I might can't change somebody else, but I tell you one thing. When I sit down and I think about this subject title I'm talking on today, it starts the wheels turning in my mind even more. And I hope that's what it does for you. Change that antenna. You deserve more. Open up those doors to your life. Open up those doors to your life. Nobody else gonna do that for you. Don't sit around and wait on people to do for you what you can do for yourself. You know why? Because you deserve so much more than you have right now. Change your antenna. Right, look here. Rise up this morning wherever you are and say, from this day forward, I'm going to do better for myself. I'm going to do better by myself, by me. I'm going to do better because I know there are so many other opportunities out there for me. And I want to reach the stars in my life. My daughter says this all the time. She tells her kids this all the time. You, the one standing here in front of me, were born for greatness. Only reason why you don't believe it is because you've been listening to everybody else that told you that you weren't. Stop getting defocused. Get back focused and keep going. That's my prayer from the deepest part of my heart to you, is that you rise up and keep going. But will you change the antenna? That's a personal question. Are you willing to change the antenna so that you can continue to grow? So that you can continue to be an inspiration and encouragement to someone else. And I'm going to get off here. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you go this morning because I know everybody's busy trying to get out. You are touching more people's lives than you will ever know. Believe that. Somebody is looking at your life, and the only reason that they're able to hang on is because they see your strength. That's the only reason some people are still in the fight. It's true. It's true. You will never meet all the people who your life is impacting in a positive way. So, change that antenna. You got this. You got this. I thank all of you who have joined in on this morning to listen to my little small voice. But guess what? I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I really do. You can go on and listen to this video from this morning on my Facebook page, Electra James, or my second page, Electra James Inspirational Talks. You can also go out to YouTube, my YouTube channel, Electra James Inspirational Talks. And it's also, I'm going to transfer it over to TikTok. And it transfers to Instagram, my Instagram pages, Lanice56 or Electra.James.18. So once I do these videos, I put them everywhere in different places. So you can always go back. Be sure to go back and listen to some of my other videos on my YouTube channel. There's even more, Electra James Inspirational Talks, and where I have interviewed others, and that is where my podcast videos are located. So, y'all have a wonderful day. Life with Kat, I want to recognize you this morning. You have a beautiful day as well, and God bless you and your heart. Change your antenna. Thank you. Thank you a million times over. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.